These mountains are older than time books can measure. Appalachia has seen civilizations rise and fall, and every ridge has a story to tell.
We should have been looking at.
Jen and Coco sit by the fire, talking about the tales that never tire. Ghosts and ghouls up in the trees, whispering secrets on the breeze. Down in the holler where shadows hide, lights flicker where the spirits glide. They swear they saw Jim, now gone, walking around with his boots still on. Unseen things in the Appalachian night, haunted fields where the moon don't lie. Cryptids howl and the stories flow. Gin and Coco, they surely know.
Hi,
Hi.
welcome back. We've been gone for a while, and we had to get our shit together.
Yeah, it's been what, like 2 months?
Oh, it's been a while.
I don't know, but we're here.
Yes.
We're back, and we're talking about Appalachia and its history.
Yes. You know, Appalachia is older than bones, older than the rings of Saturn.
How do they know that?
I don't know.
How do you measure such a thing?
I'm not a scientist.
Does anybody know?
I really don't know.
You're not a rocket surgeon?
I know, it's hard to believe.
Yeah, I thought you were. I thought that's what you went to community college for, actually.
But yeah, so we're talking about Appalachia, the history, how it all began.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll touch on a little superstitions,
A little folklore.
you know. But yeah,
Lots
so
of
what
history.
do you got for us? You're gonna start us out
I'm going to take you guys back.
way
About-
back into time.
About 500 million years ago. Can you?
Wow.
Can't even wrap my head
Wow.
around it. But
No, really though, if you really think about it, that's like when I think about the universe and like how we're just one solar
But
system.
this is a whole other
I
podcast.
know.
We're going to go off topic if we start doing that.
All right, tell us
But
about
yes,
how it got its start.
Agreed. Appalachia is part of one of the largest mountain chains to exist on Earth. And it formed during the birth of Pangea, which was like this supercontinent that formed,
Mhm.
like I said, this says 500 to 300 million years ago. So sometime in that time range, when North America slammed into Africa and parts of Europe, and they all made
A baby
They made a baby.
named Pangea.
They named her Pangea. That collision created the Central Pangean Mountains, which is a massive range that ran from modern day Alabama and Georgia through Pennsylvania, where we're at, in New York, all the way, get this, what is now Scotland, Ireland, and Morocco.
Morocco.
So
I didn't know that. I did not know Morocco.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's huge.
That's crazy.
Well, everybody that says they've been to like the Scottish Highlands say it looks very much like a West Virginia forest. You know what I mean? Like it's that same kind of climate, same kind of like landscape.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. And that does make sense because even back in Pangea times, it was like on the equator. So it was very rainforest climate.
And I've talked about this on TikTok, and I can't remember everything word for word right now, but there is an ocean underneath that sits underneath Appalachia, which is really cool. Crazy. Google it. I ain't talking about it right now, because I honestly
does it have a name?
It does, and I can't remember.
Okay, all right.
I can't remember all these facts.
Yeah, we'll have to.
But yeah,
we'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah,
is that a thing?
Sure, we can make it a thing.
I just made it up. Okay, but anywho. The birth of the Appalachians. They did not form all at once. So it took a couple 100 million years, if you can even fathom that. From, I don't even know how to pronounce that word. I'm reading from orgies.
I don't think that's orgies.
Built in 3 major orogenies. I don't know.
I don't think that's not
it either. So we'll just go with mountain building events.
From the Appalachia came from 3 orgies.
It was birthed from 3 orgies.
Like erogenous. What do you say?
Erogenous zones. Okay, we're getting
how sexual it is.
Who knew the Appalachian Mountains would get you so steamy?
Yes.
Okay, but
I'm moist. Who's calling me on the phone?
We're trying to do a podcast.
Go on.
Can you pause this?
No.
Okay.
Yes, I could, but it's fine. Okay.
Okay. So, the Appalachian Mountains, you want to know how tall they were?
How tall?
Equal to the Rocky Mountains, possibly rivaling the Himalayan Mountains, which is, I don't know exactly how tall they are. You should look that up real quick, but they're big.
Hey, Siri. How tall are the Appalachian Mountains?
No, Himalayas. I heard
Himalaya.
Somebody pronounce it like that once, so I'll say it now and sound fancy.
Hey, Siri, how tall are the Himalayan mountains? Okay, she fucking ignored me.
Hey, Siri. Oh, my Siri answered you. Hey, Siri, how tall are the Himalayan mountains? 5.5 miles in height.
Wow.
So that's how tall.
That's crazy.
That the Appalachian Mountains used to be.
That's crazy.
They are not anymore.
Okay.
Huh.
What's that?
Huh.
You have to say it out loud.
Get this. Wait, I already said that part. Appalachia was near the equator. It was hot, humid, tropical climate, right? It had swamp forests. It had giant ferns. It had insects the size of birds. So these swamps are what we now mine as coal today.
Oh, wow.
They are the fossilized rainforests of ancient Appalachia, ancient Pangea.
Well, there's still, when we were talking to
that's you guys.
The woman who owns the Bigfoot Museum.
Yeah.
There's rainforests in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Which I actually didn't know.
I know it's one of the most... explore that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, so yeah. So when people talk about cool country, it's literally the fossilized ancient rainforests. Isn't that insane?
That is.
That is so cool. That's like my new favorite fact about the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah, that is really cool. I'll have to save that for when we have our talk in July. Gettysburg Battlefield Bash.
Oh, yeah. Come to it, you guys.
Learn about Appalachia in person and meet us.
Yeah, we'll be there.
End of July. Can't
remember the too.
Dates. Yeah.
Me, Coco, and Jim.
So, you got more?
You know what else? Yeah.
Okay.
You know what else was there back then?
Orgies?
Probably.
But
there was also massive millipedes over 8 feet long.
Gross.
Could you imagine, like they're on your bedroom wall, but it's 8 fucking feet?
I would fucking
I would
kill
die.
myself.
Blow up the house, blow it up. But, oh my God.
Disgusting.
I
don't like that.
Around 200 million years ago. So it's been like 300 million years since all of this started. Where am I going with this?
200 million.
200 million years ago, the continents started to drift back apart.
Okay.
Erosion took over.
They broke up after their orgy.
Yes. They went their separate ways. Yeah. And eventually drifted into the continents that we have today, and the separated mountain ranges of the Appalachian Mountains, the Scottish Highlands, and the Atlas Mountain Range, I think it is.
Do you think that like one day, if Earth is still here, millions of years from now, that there'll be like another supercontinent? You think they'll shift enough?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Because I feel like everything on the Earth just ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
And it's eventually like, it's just going to keep.
Maybe for Florida.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Florida, I'm surprised it's not underwater. Venice, Italy, they say is eventually going to go.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
But no parts of it were when we were there.
Yeah. It wasn't all flooded or anything.
Yeah.
It was hot though.
It was very hot. Ooh.
So yeah.
Yeah. So before Appalachia was cool country.
Yeah.
Before it was hollers and hardwood forests. These mountains stood at the heart of Pangea. I like that word.
Yeah. Pangea.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a baby and name it Pangea?
No, I don't have a uterus. But yeah, connected Alabama to Scotland. Like, that's crazy. You could have walked from North America to Africa back in the day. Way back in the day.
What?
What? I mean, hundreds of millions of years ago,
yeah,
you could have packed up your horse and buggy, woolly mammoth, whatever the fuck was back
your
then.
Your
saber-toothed tiger. Get your little satchel.
Hobo stick.
Your hobo stick. Your children, if you had any, or whatever. And, like, take a family trip along the Appalachian Mountains and go to another continent if you wanted.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
So, we've established...
Smells like a fart.
All that. And that the mountains are ancient. I did not fart.
And they had massive millipedes and insects the size of birds. I, for one, am glad that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. So some of the first people on the land, as we know, well, in America in general, was Native American.
Yes, that's correct.
The Cherokee, Shawnee, Monacan, and Yuki, I want to say. I'm very sorry if I mispronounced that. I know Cherokee and Shawnee for sure. They believed the mountains were alive. Kind of like we do, you know?
Yeah.
I've said many times, like, I think why there's so many bad things that have happened. Appalachia's beautiful. Definitely visit it. But I think why some of the bad things happen is because of us going into the earth, into Mother Earth and taking from her.
Yep.
Not depositing anything back. You're taking her.
You're depleting her
coal. Yeah. And that's hers.
Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of things happen. Certain places were avoided, not because they were evil, but because they were powerful. Even now, people talk about parts of the woods that go quiet, no birds, no wind. I just did a TikTok about, can't remember his name offhand. It's on my Appalachia After Dark account. And a man, he lived like 30 years in the forest, like in Nova Scotia or something like that. And one thing he learned is right before something bad was going to happen or a predator or something, everything gets silent. And it's because of just everything like is on guard. And so he was like, if that happens, you got about like, I think it's like 15, 20, 30 seconds or something like that to get somewhere safe.
Oh my God. That gave me the chills.
Yeah. So that was pretty interesting. And that's kind of like a lot of like the like rules of Appalachia, which I'll get into here in a little bit. But Yeah, so around the 1700s, that's when you always hear about, like, what is it, the Scots-Irish.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of those settlers came, Africans became African Americans, Scot-Irish Americans. That's kind of how a lot of these, like, stories came to be, was from these people that brought them from their other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where, some of them are silly, some of the folklore, but you had the African traditions. A lot of them practiced hoodoo, which was from, it's not the same thing as voodoo, but it was like things that they brought from Africa over and practiced, but they would try to, like, hide what it was because they didn't want the slave owners to take away their religion and beliefs. So they would often work with the Book of Psalms, and that's often how, like, they would do their curses or their whatever. It sounded like prayers, things like that.
So they used the Bible in their root work.
Yeah, to hide their...
Interesting.
Yeah. So the Book of Psalms is actually pretty dope. Even if you're not into the Bible, it's pretty interesting. And yeah, I'm a big fan. So yeah, isolation kept the stories alive. There was no newspapers, no electricity. People with wild imaginations, and stories would spread. And it's like a game of telephone. I think every time it gets spread to the next person,
something gets added, or
it gets changed in some way. So some of them are really far-fetched or bizarre, but people believe that. And it wasn't that they were stupid or anything like that. It's just that they didn't have access to, like, modern education and stuff like that. Like, even in, like, the 1800s, when, like, some people were going to universities and, like, over in England and whatever. They didn't know any better. That's what they knew.
I don't know. I think those stories, even if they do, like, change a little bit over time, like, they still come from a place of, like, experience. And you know what I mean?
I mean, I've had some weird shit happen. In the woods. Of Appalachia. Like, I've had some shit.
I think there's a lot of magic in this world that we just don't understand.
Yeah. Definitely. So the coal companies, they came late 1800s, early 1900s. Men went underground, did not always come back. And I think sometimes, like I said, Mother Nature, she had to have some kind of sacrifice, for how
they
much...
just become part of, they become part of the coal. Yeah.
There were cave-ins, explosions, gas leaks, a whole shift of people gone in seconds, which has to be terrifying. Voices calling from sealed shafts, lights moving where no one should be. Some miners said the dead stayed behind, warning the living when something was wrong. So, lots of ghost stories about the mines.
I can't imagine the amount of spirits.
I investigated that Torred mine in Tarentum. That was really cool. I really like that.
We should go there.
It's cool. We should.
Yeah.
We should. So when families left during the Great Migration, the stories went with them. A lot of people, migrated. They said, west. We talked about the Appalachian family who ate each other, the Donner Party.
Yeah. That was like one of our first, like, a very early podcast.
But they migrated to all kinds of places. So, so many times in TikToks that I'll talk about Appalachian folklore, and people will be like, I'm in Chicago and I do that. I'm in this and that. Well, that's because a lot of them came from here, migrated to these other places, took their stories with them.
Yeah.
That's why you might hear about that story in Washington. You might hear about that story in Michigan. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because a lot of it started from here. Today, folks still talk about things seen in the woods. That's kind of where we get into, like, superstitions and the rules.
Yeah.
Which, I know a lot of these rules, but not all of them. So I'm going to read them to you guys. So we all know, don't whistle at night. Because why? It's going to call the spirits.
Yeah.
I do it because I'm a rebel.
I was just watching something, and it was not about Appalachia, but it was, about the not our not whistling at night.
There's other cultures.
Yeah, and
native cultures.
I can't remember what I was watching.
A lot of
I wanted to remember to tell you, but
a lot of Native American people in my comments have been like, "That we do that," and I'm like, "Yeah, a lot of that came from them."
Yeah,
you know, especially that region of like West Virginia, Tennessee, you know, where a lot of those tribes are at.
Yeah,
a lot of Cherokee. So, do you have any?
I have. Don't call your name back if you hear it. Have you heard that before?
I've heard you're never supposed to answer your name.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
You're don't whistle in the woods.
Yeah.
Don't call your name.
You're not supposed to sweep after dark because you're sweeping away like your good fortune and good juju.
Well, I don't sweep anyways. So I'm collecting all my good juju and dust bunny piles in my corner.
If you come into my house, you'll see both my doors, front and back, there are metal horseshoes upside down. And that is because it's pouring the blessings onto whoever walks in. That's why it's upside down.
I have a horseshoe. I need to mount it.
I also have a broom.
I have a broom
hanging by the door that also is supposed to like sweep things out or sweep things in depending on which way
direction. Yep.
Mine is pointed down, like with the handle up. I can't tell you what that. I should know what that means, but I can't remember.
I can't remember anything.
Here's one for you.
Okay.
Never kill a spider at night.
You'd
murder me if I killed a spider.
Never kill a spider ever. If I ever see any one of you killing a spider, I will find you and I will kill you with my bare hands.
She's kidding. For legal
purposes, I'm kidding. But seriously,
they're considered protectors.
Spiders are
they're very beneficial.
Incredibly spiritual beings.
Remember that one on the front of your house that you had like a friendship with?
Oh my God. Charlotte. I still haven't read a story about her, but I want to.
Yeah.
We had a weeks-long affair. I texted Jen like every day about it. That's a whole other podcast.
Yeah. Crazy people.
I think about Charlotte often. Please don't ever kill spiders. 99.9% of the time, they are harmless. They are more scared than you than you are of them. And they are actually just like being good little cleaners in your house and like getting rid of other little bugs. And they're literally just fucking chilling.
I like them killing other bugs.
Yeah, they're just chilling. Like, just leave them alone. So, did you know that if you wash your clothes during the new moon, it's supposed to bring good luck? I never heard that. That's another Appalachian superstition. And then, of course, blowing cinnamon through your front door on the first of the month is supposed to also bring. I don't know where all this is at because I mean, where's all the money I should be? Yeah, seriously. So yeah, of course. I have cleaned my doors with like cinnamon oil. Okay. Before. Okay. Cleansed them. Then they have the traditional ones, crossing paths with a black cat. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. If your ears are burning, someone is talking about you. Left ear for good and right ear for bad. Never give knives as gifts. Oh. Because they cut the friendship. I like knives though. I would love to get a knife as a gift. Don't open an umbrella indoors. We've all heard that one. That brings bad luck. Same with like walking under a ladder. Yeah. You know, but I know there's like a lot of death superstitions too. And like omens, like if a bird flies into your house, it's a sign. Usually that somebody's going to pass away. And don't put your shoes on the table because it brings bad luck and disrespect. And it's gross. Yeah, and disrespectful, obviously. It goes without saying. A lot of people too, and this is also, I believe, Jewish, covering the mirrors after somebody dies. Yeah. That's like... Why is that again? I think it's something to do... I want to say you're not supposed to look in them. And I can't remember it's because since somebody just crossed over, spirits are trying to come through, like, because the veil's thin. See, if we were doing this live, somebody in the comments would have told us the answer.
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to look it up right here.
Okay.
Why do they cover mirrors? After a death in the home, mirrors are often covered to prevent the soul of the deceased from becoming trapped in the glass or to stop spirits from lingering in the reflection. So I was half right.
Okay.
It's not just a spooky thing. It's about respecting the passage from life to death. And it protects the living. Mirrors were thought to invite spirits or bad luck if left uncovered, especially during times of mourning. Covering them helped keep the energy and spirits balanced. I was on an investigation with my old team at the Bel Air house, which everybody calls the Bel Air Demon House, even though I know Kristen doesn't like that. But I have encountered a lot of dark stuff there. And
I've not been there yet.
No. We'll go there eventually. But, like, up in the attic, they were, like, with my old team, like, Mikey, like, hung this blue light, which is supposed to do something. They had 2 mirrors, like, across from each other, like, portals, and, like, this ball that was supposed to do energy. I don't know. They were trying to conjure something. And I will tell you what happened. I always forget about this. I'm like, oh yeah, and there was other people that could verify it. There were various beds up there. I was sitting on an old hospital bed. Me and I believe Hannah, Mikey's ex-wife, were sitting there. Or it might have been Marcus's ex-girlfriend, Katie. I can't remember. It was another female though, sitting there while that's going on. Nothing's coming through the portal, but something kicked the fucking edge of the bed. And the whole bed shook for a second.
That's crazy.
But that's also where I was pushed twice in the basement because I was pissing something off. And it's also where
you're always pissing off some spirit.
It's also where my ex-husband, when I wasn't there, the first time he went, him and others, they saw a possession. So
meaning like somebody there
like
was possessed.
Yes.
Like somebody on the team.
Somebody
like on the investigation.
Team. Yeah. It was crazy. All the stuff that they said happened was crazy. Like he started.
Nobody recorded it?
I don't think they did. But like they said that he started, because there is like that house where it's positioned. It's in Ohio, but it's like in Appalachia, Ohio, like an hour from here. Where it's positioned, it's like across from the water. It's across from the water, which is a conduit. It's on ley lines, which is a conduit. It's on like burial ground of something. Lots of fucking shit is going on at this house. And like, so there was like, they think like the Underground Railroad or something might have went through there. But whenever this guy was possessed, and he was just like this alternative kind of goth guy, like he started just like giggling and stuff and was saying stuff about something crawling on the wall or I don't know, something like that. But then he started singing songs that sounded like slave songs, like on the, like in the fields or whatever.
Oh God.
Like he started singing this, yeah. And they had like the one guy with them who is like, he's like very spiritual in the occult and stuff. He like did something and like got it out of him or whatever. But like, yeah, that was this crazy ass story.
That's crazy.
So anyway,
like to see that.
I just hijacked that.
I can't believe nobody recorded that.
I know. It's crazy.
I did not.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go on another investigation. It's been too long.
We're going in
February 7th.
2 weeks. No, 2 weeks from tomorrow.
We're going to Trans-Allegheny. I've never been there. I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah. It's a public event. There's still some tickets left. So
yeah.
You can always
There's
go.
a lot. There was actually a lot of tickets
February
left.
7th.
February 7th.
To hang out with us. We're not promoting anything for them. Like we're not working with Trans.
No, we're promoting ourselves.
Not only us, but Phil and Troy.
Yeah, Steel Brothers will be there.
Yeah.
We're going on a little adventure.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're.
Hey, we did awesome.
We're good for now.
I hope you guys
learned.
I hope you guys learned a little bit about Appalachia.
We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.
That's all I got. Bye.
Jen and Coco sit by the fire, talking about the tales that never tire. Ghosts and ghouls up in the trees, whispering secrets on the breeze. now gone, walking around with his boots still on. Unseen things in the Appalachian night, haunted fields where the moon don't light, cryptids howl and the stories flow. Gin and cocoa, they surely